I cannot prove that my wife won't try to poison me this afternoon and collect on my life insurance.
Yeah! Showtime! I'll make sure you regret this.
Strip away the implication that the belief in God is as absurd as some atheists might lead you to believe. So nature, life, and order might be one that you've already heard before. The complexity against entropy, rational minds, and life. I can feel my atheist friends out there rolling their eyes. Hang on, I'm gonna get through it, okay? The Big Bang, for example, which happened 13.8 billion years ago, implies a cause. Anything that has a beginning has a cause, something that prompted it. This is the case 100% of the time in the observable universe. The Big Bang itself violates the first law of thermodynamics, which is that matter cannot be created nor destroyed. And yet, here it is, created.
You've been bad. Have mercy.
Virtually scientifically unanimous. Now, is this proof of God? No. Is it evidence for something or someone that initiated a cause? You bet. A common retort I hear to this is, well then who created God? Well, I'm so glad you asked, atheist commenter down below. The creator or cause, whatever that thing might be, of the universe would have to be infinite, timeless. We know this because time itself was created during the Big Bang. As a matter of fact, this is one of the main debates currently today among cosmologists because of string theory. Time. We know that time does not work uniformly across the known universe and has a direct relationship with gravity. There's something called time dilation. If you've ever seen Interstellar or Planet of the Apes or Lightyear, and they go and they travel close to a star or some planet or something that has a different type of gravity than Earth, and they only travel for 20 minutes, but to everyone else it's been 40 years. This means that time is elastic and interactive in the known universe, not outside of it. Which means that whatever caused the Big Bang must exist outside of the known physical universe, outside of space, time, and matter. And despite what your overly enthusiastic Baptist uncle says, the Big Bang and evolution happened. And they are not contradictory of the Bible. There you go, now I pissed off some Christians. Evolution is the study of process. Life changing over time. It does not contradict Genesis. It does not question the authority of the Holy Bible. And the insistence of modern Christians objecting to observable, repeatable, scientific data is one of the most damaging things Christians have done to the image of Christ, I'd say in the past 250 years. It's super embarrassing, and honestly that's a video for another day. There are several scientific hypotheses for the origin of life. I say hypothesis because it's not subject to the scientific method. It's lacking two key ingredients: observability and repeatability. We look at the fossil record and we can see clear evolution. Transition fossils. We can also see a clear lineage of history. We look at the layers of the Grand Canyon because it's one of the most observable pieces of evidence for this. And we find trilobite fossils that are only found in a specific layer of the Grand Canyon. They are found in specific layers of sandstone, certain types of limestone, and blue angel shale. They don't exist in any other above layers. They existed for a specific period of time. The origin of life, however, is different than the Big Bang and evolution because we have no record for it. Now, there's hypotheses about the early state of the Earth, certain chemicals interacting with different types of energy in the atmosphere. Those created amino acids, which helped form early organisms, and so on. Now, there's three prevailing theories of the origin of life: biopoiesis, abiogenesis, and spontaneous generation. And to be honest with you guys, I really did not set off to do a whole science class here, but I'm going somewhere with this. The most popular is abiogenesis, life coming from non-life. This is still today one of the biggest debates among scientists, theologians, philosophers about where life came from. We have never once been able to replicate life from non-life ever, not once. We can constantly hear about how the earliest form of life emerged from the primordial soup, yet they are still so complex they're non-reproducible outside of natural reproduction. Now, is the non-reproducibility of non-life to life proof of God? No. But when we see that life only ever comes from life in the observable universe, plants make plants, people make people, animals make animals, given what is currently observable and repeatable, it is not absurd or irrational to look at that and say, life came from life. Whether it's God or aliens or whatever, the evidence is that life does not come from non-life. Number two, next, is the scientific acknowledgement of our limited dimensional observance.
Would you like to become